Welcome to the Intuitive Woman Podcast with your host, Tina Conroy. Gain clarity, confidence, and trust in your inner wisdom. Explore spiritual topics, including intuition, healing, wellness, yoga, vibrant living, and more.
Hey everyone, Tina here. I'm so excited to bring you this show today. Before we get to the guest, I want to share with you an exciting course that I have. It is the Intuitive Woman Card Reading Course. So this is intuitive reading using oracle cards and angel cards. We are starting on March 21st, and we're going to meet live 4 weeks in a row on a Wednesday. We're going to work with oracle cards and angel cards, creating the practice. We're going to connect with your spirit guides and your angels. We're going to work with intention to work with the cards and understand our energy and reading for ourselves. Then also, we're going to work with the cards in areas of life, such as career, relationship, and making decisions. Also, we're going to take those cards and we're going to use multiple decks and multiple cards. And then finally, reading with others. Now, this is going to be in a secret Facebook group, and we're going to meet live on Zoom, 7 p.m., starting March 21st and ending April 11th. I am so excited. I've been wanting to do this course for so long. So all the information is in the show notes. Go to my website, tinaconroy.com, and you'll see the Intuitive Woman Card Reading Course. I would love to have you be a part of it. So what you're going to hear today is a live on-air reading. Now, a live on-air reading is when someone is getting a reading with me and I just happen to record it. Readings are my favorite thing I do. I give intuitive guidance readings all around the world, and I use Skype or Zoom to do that. Now, although this is an individual reading and it is for the person, I have to tell you that Spirit gets a little sneaky. Listen to this reading because there may be some messages for you. Sometimes that happens. And notice how Spirit really connects with the person. I love to connect with my spirit guides, to connect with your spirit guides. So sit back and enjoy, and then just really notice any guidance that comes for you. Have you had readings before?
I have.
Okay.
I have. It's been a while.
Okay. So everyone works a little differently. What I say is I'll kind of guide you in for a little bit. My eyes will be closed. My eyes will be open. I'll be pulling cards. I will try to get them. I don't know if you can, I will do my best for you to see them.
Yes, I could see them.
Good.
I'll put my glasses on.
what I do say is, as much as I'm reading you and I'm asking Spirit to connect with me and connect with your guides, it is a bit of a conversation. So if something's coming up or you're thinking of it or you're like, oh yeah, have the conversation, because the more that it's not that you're giving me information, the more that you're validating or, oh yeah, or maybe a question, it helps me open up a little bit more. Sometimes when it's just one-sided and I'm like just saying it, and I'll still get the messages, but I guess what I'm saying is, it's not just a one-way street. So have the conversation with me if a question comes up, or if something I say is resonating with you, if you're not sure if it's resonating with you, and it'll just flow how it flows. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to put my timer on. I'm burning a little sage on my end. So I just have sage I'm burning.
Okay.
Just so you know. And I'm going to have you go ahead and close your eyes. Okay. So go ahead and close your eyes and come to a very comfortable position, being still. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in and exhale away. And then as we connect to this moment, I call upon blessings at this time. I call upon the divine, the archangels, the angels, spirit guides, and deceased loved ones to step forth with clarity, support, guidance, to surround us. And we ask this always for the highest good, and so it is, and so be it. So now I'm going to ask you to open your eyes as I keep my eyes closed for a bit. And you're going to repeat your full name aloud 3 times. Now your name holds a vibration to Spirit. So all the names hold a footprint. It may be your first name, a middle name, a maiden name, and a married name. If you've been married before, you need to add that name, because again, I'm reading your spirit, and name holds a vibration. So when you're ready, you'll say your name 3 times aloud in a row.
Linda, Irene, Como, Giblin. Linda, Irene, Como, Giblin. Linda, Irene, Como, Giblin.
Okay, Linda. So I'm tapping into what I call your energy field, and I'm connecting to your spirit. Your spirit dwells within us. So if you think of it like our body is the coat and our spirit is within. So as you say your name, I am reading what's called the body and the spirit clock. And then I'm also looking at the energetic field, your chakras or energy centers. And as you said your name, I was alerted to your solar plexus, which is right below your navel, right around your navel area. And so this is the color yellow. It's the color of the sun. Are you aware of the chakras or the energy centers?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Little information. So those chakras are energy centers that we hold information. They can be areas where we hold different information, and they may be blocked at times or open. And what's alerting me right now is the solar plexus is to be opened and have some clearing to be done. And the solar plexus alerts us to having control in our life, wanting control, wanting to feel in control. So I'm going to be working with you as I'm working with you through the internet and through the airwaves of just releasing that and giving you some more strength. So what I'm sensing is time to really stand up for yourself, time to get control. And this feeling, there's almost like this hurricane kind of feeling of unwavering, uncomfortable. And there's this uncertainty right now. Are you experiencing that?
Yes, exactly. So it's unbelievable that you would say even the control part, to take control, because it's one thing that I never do. My friends tell me that I need to.
And the other thing that Spirit's telling me, so I work a lot with the angel energy as well. It's a high vibration. Archangel Michael is a amazing angel. I work with him on a daily basis. And I'm going to ask that if this feels called to you, to call him to help you with fear, because fear is one of the things that are holding you back from really living your best life possible. And a lot of that fear we say is, fear stands for false expectations appearing real. So I'm going to continue to kind of read your energy field. And I'm going to pull some cards. As you said your name, I also tune into what I call the body and the spirit clock. And your body clock and spirit clock are a time frame for me to get a timestamp of what's going on. Now, your body clock is at 3 p.m. and your spirit clock is at 5 p.m. Now, the PMs don't matter so much. It's the time that's in between. So there's about 2 hours in between the 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. So what that shows me and my spirit guides is that you are a very connected individual. You know that we're not alone on this planet or on this earth. And there is a faith or hope or, some type of spiritual connection. There may have been in the past, maybe even now, a religious component, but it's more spiritual. It's more connected. The angels are very prominent around you. And I don't know if you work with the angels or you just feel comfortable with their images, but they're showing me images of wings and images of like figurines. Do they bring you comfort?
Yes.
And do you collect them or do you?
I think, I have some on my dresser that like from, little things that I've gotten like, from when I was a kid and things like that. And my mother made and, I talk to them sometimes.
Yeah, because they're really all around you. So keep talking to them. And they're actually showing me like little figurines, like something a little girl or even adult would keep with them. So and their wings are very comforting to you. The wings, the support. So I'm going to pull some cards for you as we're talking. Okay. So your first card that comes in your reading is communication. Very interesting card. Makes a lot of sense because we're talking about the solar plexus, which is control. But now we're talking about communication, which is the throat chakra. So Spirit is asking you to have more communication, to speak up, to allow yourself to get that kind of standing up for yourself and allow yourself to communicate your needs and your wants. A lot of times, in the past or in relationships, or even maybe what's going on now, what's cycling now, is that you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. You don't want confrontation. You're a very calm, sweet person. Your aura is peace, and you really truly want peace. You want to avoid confrontation of all cost. Anybody who really raises their voice or anybody that startles you, you just don't want to have those conversations. However, it is time for you to really step up and listen to your voice and speak your truth. The other part is that communication, how you communicate with yourself. This is the most important thing that I'm getting. The communication for yourself is the chatter, the brain chatter that you're getting that may not always be positive. And a lot of work that you've already been doing, but a little bit more of self-love. So self-love and self-care. So I'm going to ask you, because the spirits want me to ask you, are you doing self-care? Are you taking care of yourself? Is there something lacking that you can do a better job of?
Probably, yes. I tend to not, I think I blame myself for a lot of things, and it's hard, like to speak up. I can't, I do not like confrontation, but I try, to bring it out. But, sometimes it's easier for me to be quiet and go off into the bathroom or someplace and just till everything just calms down
and passes. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, something's coming up about job or career. Are you is there a change or something happening? It's almost like they want to show me two forks in the road. Something going on with work, job, career.
Well, there's something going on, but not like a new, something.
Yeah,
just,
like an obstacle or some change. So that's what's coming up. So I want to just kind of keep pulling. The next card you get is a little bit of what I would call a challenge card. Now, challenge cards aren't necessarily bad. They're just validation. And this card is coming up around that situation we just spoke about. It's disruption. So there's a little bit of disruption or uncomfortability. And it's something to do with, it feels like the energy or a shift. Again, I don't feel like you will leave this, but there's something moving or shifting within. Does this make sense to you? Does this resonate with you?
Yes.
It will pass. It will pass. It's a disruption that will pass. And again, they're giving me this number 3. So I feel like in 3 months, it will get better. It will ease up. Now, there's other things coming up for me. Have you, in your energy, in your consciousness, are you thinking about a move, like a physical move, or is this like always out there in space? Because it's around your energy that there could be a physical move from where you are right now.
You mean living or
living, not
just living?
Yeah, more of living. It's almost like this outer peripheral energy that's kind of floating around, almost like a thought that comes in and out. I don't feel like it will be tangible in the short term, but it's definitely not too far off either. So it is something that's kind of in your space, and that you it's almost like it's one of these things I keep hearing. It would be better if, or when I this, or when I that. Is that how you talk to yourself?
Yes.
like waiting, like
everything is always, if this could, if that, maybe, there's never anything like, I'm going to, with me. Yeah. I just, sometimes I think I'm afraid to even think about doing certain things, but yes, I totally get what you're saying.
One of the tools that I want to share with you to allow yourself to get a little bit stronger in your solar plexus and in your throat chakra. So we'll talk about the throat chakra, because I want you to walk away from this reading and have a little empowerment, because honestly, we have a lot of the answers inside of ourselves. So the communication, the throat chakra, to get that to work effectively, there's a few things that you can do, which might sound a little silly, but it's exercising that muscle of communication. So one of them is singing. You can sing in the shower. You can sing alone in the car. Just sing. It doesn't matter what your voice sounds like.
I actually do that a lot.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it, because you want to keep that chakra nice and open. The other thing is if you like the color blue. You can wear the color blue. You can also have crystals or stones. They have blue stones that you can hold as a touchstone, or you can place on your throat or put under your pillow at night. And the other thing is to exercise the word no. So what I mean by that is when you really want to say no, I want you to say it as much as you can and maybe practice it on a small scale. So don't do it on some big, conversation or relationship that might hurt someone, but more you practice no. I mean, if you really want to say no, then you're going to start to build that muscle. So there's 3 tools that you can use for your throat chakra. So the other thing I was saying for the solar plexus is to strengthen that muscle is physical abdominal exercises, like plank pose and things like that, or abdominal crunches. And the other thing is to, you can always put your hands on your stomach and know that you are in control. So even placing your hands there when you're feeling really out of control, just say, I am in control and I will be okay. Your third card is a great card because it's the movement card, and movement is showing the unstuckness, that you're not stuck. Movement of water, moving forward. Now, the other interesting part is tomorrow is a full moon. It's a very powerful full moon. So there is a lot of emotions around this full moon. And if you've been feeling emotional the last 2 days like for me, I've been very emotional today, highs and lows. Yeah. Got up at 3:00 in the morning. Couldn't sleep. That's all part of the full moon. You are very connected to the full moon cycles. So know that if you've been feeling sad or emotional, this is all part of who you are. You're stepping more and more into your spirituality. You have this connection now more than ever to learn more and be connected. And there's still a sense of this newness, like a beginner. So keep seeking out teachers and keep seeking out energy and all this new spirituality. Go slow though, because you're opening up a great deal. Now there is someone is coming in from the other side, and I want to say she has the letter M. Is there someone on the other side that's passed that has a letter M in her first name? It might be very broad, but I almost want to say it's
my Aunt Mary.
I was going to say it sounds like a Mary. And it was like a Mary or a Marianne, but I'm saying more like a Mary. She's your aunt on your mother's side?
She was married to my Uncle Joe, but she was...
There's a connection here, and I'm trying to...
There's a connection because I married... she is Irish, and she married my Uncle Joe, we're all Italian. And when I married my husband, who's all Irish, she was like it was like an instant connection. Like she was like, validation of, and she was, the sweetest, like all around Irish.
Yeah, there's
girl
something, and it's interesting because there's something to do with food. Like there's something around food and love and food, and I don't know if she made something special, but she's around you as well. And it's interesting. She has a lot of that angel vibration as well. Was she very religious woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the Irish.
Right. Well, not all are, but
yes. Oh, yeah. But she was good. She's just an amazing woman.
She's very sweet. She's around. She wants you to know that she's around you. Keep speaking to her. And if you've had some dream visitations, has she come into your dream over lifetimes?
Well, I've been having a lot of dream, for the past couple of, I didn't know what was happening. Like, I wasn't sure if I was dreaming things. Like I've woken up and I've sat up and I think I see at times it was a woman crossing over and sitting almost like in the chair that I'm in now. In
your dream.
And I'm
not sure if it was a dream.
I got up, I've spoken out loud. I've gotten up and spoken. I know I've actually spoken out loud because my son was like, I'm sleeping, thought I was talking to him. It's been a few different things. Like at first I was, frightened, but nothing happened. So I'm like, it's very unique to say the least.
It is. And it can be really scary. So I'm going to suggest a few things. Again, like I've said in the reading, you're opening up to all this new spirituality, and spirit probably wants to connect with you. But I want you to know that you have the body and they don't. So as much as they may want to connect with you, and it may be in dream state, it may be outside of dream state. And I get that too. I'm confused. Like, is it or is it not in dream state? just know that you can always say a prayer before you go to bed. You can make a prayer up, or it can be a prayer that you know. Also, you can always sage your home or clear your home, cleanse it. Burn the sage. I have sage right here. So go ahead and just purchase sage, or even you can do some Palo Santo.
Yes, I saw that on Amazon, actually.
And I actually have an episode that talks all about clearing your home and clearing your body. So you can go back and listen to that. But just know that you are opening up to spirit. There is a whole new development for you. Things are opening up in a different way. And it's just this newness. So it may be, it's not necessarily bad, but it's just becoming more aware and clarity. But if you're ever scared, just let yourself know that you have the body, they don't, and you can get rid of them and just send light into your room, or prior to going to bed, say a little prayer. Okay.
Okay.
Because
well, wouldn't hurt. Like, I mean,
no, it's just
like
that I don't want you
okay.
to feel scared. No, It doesn't sound like that at all. But just sometimes we get a little spooked. So we don't, really want them there. Now, your final card is the Stag. And I love this card because this is your anchor card, and you're stepping into pride and leadership. So there's this moment where I know you're hesitant and you don't want the confrontation and the control thing is going on, but it's time for you to step into pride and leadership. It's time for you to kind of step up and hold this space and spirit. And right now, where we are in space and time and earth, especially as women, is to step up into that leadership, not in a manly way, but in a feminine a way of helping others and directing others and doing what's best for you. So it's almost like you getting the confidence. There's a little bit of work of that self-confidence, but it's time for you to be leadership, and time for you to really grow like this beautiful flower. The other thing I'm seeing, interestingly enough, is that you are going to go on this kind of path of finding new things, and there's opening up of maybe some energy work, or maybe either learning it or just getting and receiving it, but opening up to more things, and allow yourself to do that. Have you experienced that type of work?
I've been trying to look into seeing how I can, like I said, with the dreams that I'm having, it's been all my life. I felt like premonitions and things like that. So I was trying to hope to learn more about what is inside me, like what's going on and how I can work with it and help me just build my life. And I am a timid person, really. I'm very shy. I'm not the person who will walk into a room and be like, hey, everybody, so I just want to open up, and I want to be happy. And so I've been looking into like crystals and just like a lot of different things.
And I would say that wherever you are, wherever you're located, I would look for a teacher, someone that you connect with, and maybe start with an energy treatment, start with a Reiki treatment or a therapeutic touch, and open up to feel that in, clearing the chakras and feeling your body and your energy field, and having a little guidance along the way. Just so books are wonderful, and continue to do that, but seek what feels comfortable to you, and just know you'll sort of know what feels good. But an energy session would be very good right now for your physical body. As you're exploring all these new things.
Okay, so, and that's a Reiki. You said Reiki?
Yep, okay. Reiki. I suggest Reiki. There may be other ones out there. Where are you located, Linda? But just the state you're.
New York.
You're in New York. So just, we can talk offline, and I can suggest, I don't know how far I am from you, locally, but that may be something to look into just to kind of open up that new awareness. And I want to I want to clear your field a little bit as we close. So I'm going to go ahead and, have you close your eyes.
Okay.
And take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in, and exhale away. And just for this moment, scan your physical body and notice if there's anything physical that's uncomfortable to you. If it's maybe your shoulders or maybe your stomach or just anywhere in the body. And we're going to do this exercise regardless if there is or not. So I'm going to have you take a nice deep breath in and hold it at the top. And then exhale forcefully from the mouth. And just imagine that going down the body, the physical anything negative down and through the body and out through the feet, and then breathe naturally and normally. And now we're going to do the same thing on an emotional level. Notice your body. Notice any emotions that are what we would call unserving, things that are lodged in the body that are uncomfortable, maybe sadness, expectation, worry, things like that. Locate it. And again, we're going to do it regardless. Take a nice deep breath in and hold it at the top. Exhale forcefully from the mouth all the way down through your feet into the earth. And now breathe naturally and normally. And now imagine at the top of your head is a beautiful golden sun. And just allow this heat, this energy that comes back to you, your energy, streaming down the top of your head, the front and back of your body, and the sides. And I want you to feel really clear and healed, taking in a little bit of this information today, thanking Spirit. And so it is. And then you can gently open your eyes, and I'm going to have you touch the ground, and I'm going to touch the ground as well to clear our space.